Oh wait, are you gonna sing something?
No, I'm actually a debater.
You're a
Um,
debater? Wait, that's sick. What kind
yeah,
of people do you like to debate?
any. I can debate on religion, culture, politics, anything.
Okay, well that's awesome. What got you into debate?
You know what? I think nowadays, especially with what's going on in Palestine and Israel,
Hmm.
people are debating just to get points and not to get to the truth, and that kind of pisses me off. So I'm trying to debate people just to show that, because I have a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna post whatever debates I do, just to show that we can debate to get to the truth instead of scoring points and like having a gotcha moment and then clip farming and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I love that. I think I'm completely on your side with that as somebody who's pretty left leaning and is having a very hard time with what's happening in Palestine and Gaza right now and all of that. I think that it's much more effective to debate for like a reason
Yeah,
rather than just to get points and have people be like, oh, you know?
for sure. Um,
Yeah.
so you mentioned about Israel and Palestine. You say you're left leaning. What does that mean? Like, where you stand on that specific
I
topic?
would so I'm not liberal, but it means that I'm very I don't know how to say it, like pro-human, I guess.
Yeah,
Like I believe that women should have access to their bodily autonomy, racism should not be a thing,
yeah,
discrimination against women should not be a thing, everybody should be free, there's no such thing as an illegal human,
yeah,
all of these things?
yeah. I think in theory that is good, but because we have governments, we have laws, we have greed, we have all that stuff, it's just hard to get to that. So we kind of
Mhm.
have to navigate the world with that in mind. It's unfortunate, for example, what's happening in the Middle East.
Yeah.
I think that um as like with all the videos and obviously what's happening, people getting killed, um
Yeah.
and the massacre that happened on October 7th, obviously, right, any human with the right mind will oppose any type of killing, right? I think you do
Yeah.
too. But all adding to that, things are not as simple as that, right? Like if I see that you get punched, right? If I see that you got
Yeah.
punched, I'm gonna be like, bro, that's not cool. Like, why would you punch her? But then if
Yeah.
I zoom or if I go back a little bit on the video of you getting punched and I see that you punch first, then I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, it's a little bit.
You have to have context.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There's context to it. So, for
Absolutely.
example, what's happening with Israel killing over, I think we can agree over like 80,000 people, although we don't, like, Hamas hasn't released which one was combatant, which one was civilians, but
Yeah, we don't have the exact
yeah.
number,
So
but
let's not get into that. But for people to say directly, oh, look, you killed 80,000 people, that's not cool, nah. I completely agree with that. No one should die. But if we are honest, because I'm trying to get honest, debate and conversations, if we are honest, we have to look at the context as well. Okay, so Israel got attacked. Number one, October 7th. Obviously, they had to do something. Now we can debate whether the response was okay or not. My take on that is that Israel did react and they were upset. Whenever,
mhm.
like, if you have a younger sister, I don't know if you have a younger sister or a younger brother, um, or a younger cousin, sometimes they'll come and nudge you a little bit because, you're older, they think they can get away with it. Eventually, you're gonna get upset, you're gonna get frustrated, and then you might
Yeah.
just push them and then they fall, and then people will just capture that moment where you push your little cousin or brother and then be like, oh, you're a bad person. Yeah, it was out of anger. You were upset, but they kind of asked for it.
Yeah. I think that that's an understandable reasoning for that for sure. Because I mean, emotion everybody's human, everybody has
Yeah,
emotions,
for
but
sure.
this is something I bring up pretty often when I talk about this because you might say that women are more emotional, but then I like to bring up the fact of who is contributing to and executing these mass shootings.
Right.
Typically an angry white man, and
Right.
that's an emotion, you know? So I
Yeah,
don't
for
think
sure.
that necessarily all anger is justified and valid because when it's taking human lives like October 7th, I mean
Yeah.
it was a tragedy, but it is understandable to be upset. There
Mm-hmm.
just needs to be a certain extent to which that goes.
For sure, and we can debate and disagree on um, how Israel responded. If it was proportionate, like some people would say, if it was the right way to do things. There's an argument for that, but I don't think that we can just say that. Oh, they shouldn't have responded. They should have just, let it be. And
Yeah,
of course, your nation gets attacked. You kind of have to do something, right?
absolutely.
Um, so, but then you mentioned something about women being more emotional
It's like a how do I stereotype. That's the
yeah,
word.
yeah, for sure. But I actually read some stuff about that because I was wondering like who is more violent, men or women? And what I found is that we're both equal. It's just that we express our anger differently. Men
Mhm.
tend to express it more physically. Women tend to express it more mouthy, I guess.
Verbally?
Yeah, exactly. So like they're more likely to start rumors or like to gossip, something that men don't really care about. They will go face first and use
Yeah,
physical strength, um, more likely than women. So there's that. Um,
absolutely.
I, a question for you: if you were Israel and that happened, and you were the president, what would you do? Like, how would you respond to October 7th?
I think that honestly there would need to be a conversation within the government
Yeah,
and honestly within the people because
yeah,
we need to lead with our heads before our emotions, and I know sometimes we can overtake that, but I don't know how I would go about it specifically because I feel like there are so many different roads you can go down
yeah,
without, obviously committing mass genocide,
yeah.
you know?
Interesting. You said the word genocide. Let's not go into it right now. Let's finish the first point, the point I just made. So you think that they should sit down, talk. So let's say that happens, and then most people in your government say we need to retaliate because we need to show our people that we can defend them. There's an
True.
argument that some people are saying that Israel kind of let their guard down just so that they can go in and kill Palestinian. But again, there's no verifiable proof of that, so I'm not gonna get into it.
Okay.
So yeah, so let's say your government, other members of your government say we need to go in, we need to do something, we need to get Hamas, we need to eliminate them, or else they're gonna do this because. One of the leaders of Hamas actually said that we're gonna do this again and again and again and again. So you get that. What's your next step after you had the conversation and
I think, I mean, it makes sense as governments to retaliate and
yeah,
prove that you are stronger, bigger, better than somebody, right?
mm-hmm,
Because you don't want
mm-hmm,
to be seen as weaker
yeah,
and inferior, because
yeah,
that's just a governmental thing. I think ultimately it's kind of a shared thought
yeah,
that we need to show that we have this power.
for sure.
But I think that also there is strength in showing that you don't need to poke the bear back, you know?
I think.
Because,
Sorry. I
go
think
ahead.
in this case, I think the bear is Israel, and I think Israel got poked. But yeah, go
I mean,
continue.
that's true. It's I'm trying to think of there's a certain word for it, but just because somebody made fun of you doesn't mean you need to make fun of
Yeah,
them, you know?
yeah. So
And I think it's
two wrongs don't make a right.
exactly two wrongs do not make a right.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the saying I was trying to think.
Okay, so again, you do so as the leader, even if your people are saying that we need to do something, we need to retaliate, we need to act, like at least try to get the people, because don't forget that they took some hostages,
Hmm.
right? So you kind of have to, I don't know, what
Yeah.
would you do about the hostages?
With the hostages, honestly, wait, let me think about this.
Okay.
I think with the hostages.
Yo, that was a good talk I had with that girl, but I don't know what happened. We got cut off. But it was a good one. Anyway.